Hello comrades, my name is THEGUN and I'm here today to show you an amazing battle from the perspective of professional Tornado Rocks player Negativve. But before jumping into the fight, I am warning you, as you could heard before, I am not the greatest English speaker. Yeah, that's true. So, my native language is Russian and it's kinda hard sometimes for me to be 100% correct. I hope you don't mind. Anyway, it's time for some action. FCM 50T, French heavy tank on fields of Prokhorovka. Well, I'm just kidding, we are calling it Prokhorovka, but wait, what? It is not original Prokhorovka. It is dark, dirty, full of fire and smoke, fiery salient. Come on, Wargaming, don't even try to trick me, those two maps are the same. Alright, while I was introducing myself, our little friend Negativve already received few painful shots and lost almost a half of his health. Now he should act as professional, because there is no more place here for stupid decisions and unnecessary movements. I forgot to tell you that he is playing with his friend, which is riding on a Soviet horse named E6. As you all know, Prokhorovka is open map, without any good shelters and covers, except of bushes and one big hill on the right flank. So holding the middle is key to win on this map, but of course it is all depends on your allies. Speaking about green helpers, we can look at the minimap and see that huge green cloud is moving straight on the top of the hill, while on the alley there are only 3 tanks. Normal situation on tier 8 random battles. Easy to predict that alley will fall and left flank will be lost, but allies gonna kill everybody on the mountain. Without any more predictions, let's get back to our Negativve. Few seconds before he destroyed the 2 roofs, and you may ask me, why is he doing that? Well, that's because of a beautiful view on enemy's tanks, which are gonna try to climb, for sure, and will eat some French shells. Now he can easily shoot red bastards, and here they are. 2 shots on enemy's VK and it's running back. Opa! T-29 is sleeping near a railroad cross. What? How could you not penetrate this Cheburashka? Okay, hits happen sometimes. One more blind shot at T-29 and eyes on a hill. Negativve is clicking on the minimap and forces his team to move. While they are wasting their time by standing on a mountain and doing nothing, our comrade is trying to deal some damage. Suddenly, enemy's 131 is lighting him up, and now he can't stand still. I have to admit that there is no artillery in this battle. If he stood in the middle for so long and there was at least one arty, he probably would have been already killed by this little brown square, if you know what I mean. A lot of wasted shells and no results. That is really sad, cause he could kill VK so many times, but the great Belarusian random decided not let him succeed. While he was missing the shots, Curious T-25 shot in a few meters, and for some stupid reason he tried to deal damage to E6, when FCM 50T is probably the easiest target in this battle. Such a cryfish. Finally, T-34 is going to his hangar, and this is the first frag for our hero, but not the last. T-25 is trying to do something again, and even when it chooses right tank for penetration, tracks are saving Negativve from damage. After this moment, battle becomes more and more magical. Allies are starting to disappear very fast. Enemy's T-29 is still standing on the same spot, but this time random is on the Negativve side. Right after the shot, red E-25 showing in the village, and that means that Negativve can't feel himself free. Nice landed shot on 131, and it's time to look at the minimap, where we can see that alley has been already lost. Few teammates on the hill are about to die, and the only hope on winning this is to initiate protocol super skill. And by super skill, I mean constant movements, quick shots and of course ninja tactics. Do you remember how many teammates were on the hill? Well, I'm gonna tell you how many. A lot. Just enough for winning the whole game. And where are they now? Oh, this sad feeling when you realize that victory was so close and you've done everything you can to achieve it. But wait, no, Cryfishes in your team has different thoughts about it. They wanna wipe themselves out even when they are outnumbering enemies. Many players in this sort of situation are losing hope and giving up, but not professionals. Negative understands that this is the time for retreat and regroup. While he is moving back to his own base, even on the run he stops, aims and shoots the enemy. This adamantium armor of E3 just laughing at those attempts, but his elder brother E6 sending little child back to the hangar, and right after that bringing down one more opponent. Everything looks terrible for Negative, and the worst is yet to come. Enemy's T29 kills E6, and from now on our FCM plays against 8 opponents. Yeah, there are still E25 and T29 in his team, but those guys are not even trying to fight back. The spot which Negative is using, great place to hide giant tanks, and from this location he can control at least something in this fight. A little break before the storm. Okay, now it's time for miracles, and I promise you, they will appear soon. First enemy is ELC-AMX, which is showing Negative for all his team, and our hero taking some damage. No time for standing, he decided to move forward, but not far away. There is no choice actually. Soviet T-43 is hiding behind building in a village. Negative tries to destroy that house, but our old friend T-29, which was standing near railroad, finally crossed it, and now pushing the middle. Other T-29 and E-25 already on the railroad and killing the remaining allies. Negative shoots E-25 and right after that receive a lot of shells, but none of them did any damage, thanks to holy tracks. For some reason enemy's team afraid of pushing all together, and this is their biggest mistake. They're letting our FCM release his potential in DPM. T-43 is making wrong move and quickly dies. Immediately after that T-29 making the same mistake. I don't know why, but enemy is just not paying any attention on FCM. They're rushing, pushing and dying from Negative. In this particular situation T-29 did at least something. He killed last ally. Now it is 1 versus 4. Somebody is capturing base and 87 is holding our dude in the pit. Nobody can help him, but once again, instead of just kill Negative, enemies for some stupid reason split and do not help each other. And that opens an opportunity for our comrade to prove them that they are wrong. 2 shots and 87 is dead. Now it is time for killing little bug who is taking the base. Negative remembers that there were E-25 and T-29 on the other side of the railroad. As well, nobody knows where the Borsig is, so he is climbing very careful. Only after he made sure that the enemies are not seeing him, Negative crosses railroad. What do we've got here? Lonely E-25 capturing base, and none of his allies are watching after him. In spite of being alone, he is making another mistake. He's hurrying and missing twice. Is this real? How could you miss 2 shots on FCM? Anyway, he is dead now and Negative almost leveled the score. Now it is time to move and he is going around the map, but look at how he is doing that. First he waited until he becomes invisible for opponents. Then through the bushes Negative carefully moved to the middle. And, oh my god, they're trying to capture the base again, and this time together. Yeah, for sure there is no time left for thinking, because of timer shows that this is the last minute of the battle. As a really good player, Negative knows that the visibility range of T-29 less than FCM's, so he is lighting him up and on a 400 meters starts to shoot. At the same time, T-29 expects him to be somewhere on a hill, and without no cover, he quickly dies. Borsig keeps capturing base, but there is so little time before it will be draw. Negativve has to take the risks and destroy last enemy. Nice shot, but now Borsig sees him. And again, he is hurrying and missing, but the fight is not over yet. Last second and Negativve kills the last enemy. It was crazy Katka, where the red team made so many mistakes and misses so many times. Results of the battle you can see on your screens. That's it for today, but be sure to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content. I wish you good luck, comrade. See you next time.